So Glenn has made us a lovely pudding choumer. Choumer?
Salut, Julie.
Salut, Glenn.
Ça va?
Oh my goodness, really? Oui, ça va, et tu?
Ah, oui, c'est bien, c'est bon, c'est bon. Pudding chômeur. Essentially unemployed pudding. That's Québécois French. This is a Québécois recipe that has proved incredibly elusive in my research.
Why is it elusive? Like, you clearly found it.
There are multiple versions of this all the way back to the beginning. Like, there's no beginning point with changes along the way. You sort of have 3 or 4 different streams.
All at the same time.
All at the same time, all called pudding chômeur.
But I can see that.
Scoop it out. Let's go. Let's see what this looks like. I'm really excited about this one.
Oh, it's like a pudding and it's like a sauce and
It's
cake.
a sauce and cake. Here's how I made it. So I started out in a stand mixer, and of course, this is a Depression-era cake. They probably didn't have a stand mixer, but since we're not the Townsends, I'm going to use one. So into the stand mixer went butter and sugar, and I creamed that together. While that was creaming together, I mixed together the dry ingredients. That's flour, baking powder, and salt. Once that was mixed together, in a small sauce pot, I put heavy cream, and dark, late harvest maple syrup. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe now and smash that notification bell so you find out about our new videos as soon as they come out. And I just put that on a gentle heat. You don't really want to boil it, you just want to bring it up to a simmer and make sure that it's completely mixed together. At that point, the butter and sugar was creamed nicely, and in went 2 eggs, 1 at a time. Of course, you make sure the first one's mixed in completely before you put the second one in. Then I added some vanilla extract. And then I went back and forth between the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients, which is milk at this point. Mixed a little bit in, mixed a little bit in, mixed a little bit in. Once that was complete, I put it into a baking dish. And then I poured the cream and maple syrup on top. And stuck it in the oven.
All right, so clearly they changed spaces. The sauce is on the bottom now.
So yeah, so the sauce goes through the cake into the bottom. So I imagine some of the sauce is in the cake and then the rest is on the bottom.
At least not on that sauce.
So the multiple streams of this cake that I found, the simplest one was pain perdu with crumbled up, that's stale bread, crumbled up in a pot, and then a brown sugar and hot water mix was put on top, and then that was baked. So essentially an eggless bread pudding.
Okay.
Let's
start with the sauce.
Yeah, let's taste this.
The sauce is really good. You know what would go really well in that? Bourbon.
Another version of this cake, instead of the maple syrup and cream, is water and brown sugar for the sauce. And my research showed, or my research sort of indicates that that was something that urban Montreal,
Okay.
because cream and maple syrup wouldn't be something that you could just go out to the barn and get.
Yes, that makes sense. Okay.
In the oldest versions that I found of this that was rural, I can't remember what the French was, but it was essentially farmer syrup.
That was the name of the cake?
No. Well, that was the syrup d'érable.
Okay.
Syrup d'érable
Ferme.
ferme.
Ferme is farm.
And I have to imagine that meant the dark late harvest syrup that you couldn't sell.
That for some reason people don't.
That people don't buy. When you go and buy, if you're in, I don't know, Pretoria or in Sao Paulo or Berlin, you're probably going to find a super light maple syrup.
Kind of a golden brown.
And that is early harvest maple syrup, and it has maple syrup flavor, and it's great on pancakes and waffles. But when you cook with it, you kind of lose that maple flavor. The late harvest super dark stuff
Which
that we have.
that we have some. We have some of.
That we have some of. This comes from late in the harvest.
And it will be gone by the time the maple syrup comes around again.
And you never see it in a grocery store. It's something that you have to know the farmer who's making it in order to get it, pretty much.
Know the producer.
Know the producer. So we've got it, and it's great in baking because it's got a real kick of maple flavor.
So the cake's really neat. It's a very basic white cake, but it's very moist. And then you throw in the sauce, and it's...
And some of the early versions
didn't
have eggs in it either. So it really was a Depression era cake that was throw whatever you've got. No, really, throw whatever you've got in a pan and put some sugar on it and enjoy it. And it's absolutely amazing. I really like this. So if you happen to have family ties to Quebec,
and you can tell us more.
and you can tell us more about how your family, how your grandmother or grandparents made this, please let us know, because I'd love to learn more about this cake. It was amazing.
Maybe you've got a family recipe that you could share. You'd gladly make it. I'd love to try someone's favorite family version of it.
Yeah. And if you can find dark late harvest maple syrup,
Give it a try.
that's the stuff.
It's sticky though.
It is sticky. And, I have great fear having this in the house.
I can take it away.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Gonna have to take it away.